You got a big fight coming up, man, and what a hell of a fight. 94 fights between you guys, Donald Cerrone and you wanted this fight. Like, you wanted this to be a retirement fight. Like, what a hell of a retirement fight, bro.
Well, you look great, Mike, by the way.
Thank you.
And congratulations on all your success. And
Thank you, sir.
Your gym is awesome. And if you need to get some fitness in, you're carrying the torch in a great way, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
As far as Donald Cerrone and this Cowboy fight, this retirement fight, yeah, man, shit. It wasn't easy to get.
Really? How'd that go?
I had to have my manager go to war with Shelby.
Oh, really?
And we had to put our foot down and hold our ground and it was a tough fight to get. We at first we got a list of guys, and all I wanted was a real true name for this last fight. I put a lot of time in the octagon, and I wanted to fight someone who had some credentials and somebody who also has been in there and has some miles on the body.
Right.
And who better than Donald Cowboy
Fight.
Cerrone?
Yeah.
This guy is obviously one of the most dangerous fighters in the game with the most finishes in UFC history.
Yeah.
This guy has obviously been there a long time with the most fights in UFC history.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm the guy with the longest
reigning
UFC
contract. Yeah.
History career. You know what I mean?
You keep throwing in my face.
Longest active career, with no breaks.
Yeah.
And so
I'm the second longest.
It's a perfect matchup. I'm only 1 year older than him.
Yeah.
I'm 1 year older than him. We both have a ton of fights. I believe he's been knocked out more than double me, but yeah. So with this Cowboy fight, yeah, man, I'm hell of excited, man. It's not only a legendary last man standing, old Wild West cowboy fight. You know what it is?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
It's a New Mexico fight. Let me tell you this. Back in the day, there was this fighter. His name was Johnny Tapia. He was a boxing legend.
Mm-hmm.
The Mi Vida Loca.
We'll get into that.
And then he had Danny Romero, who was also from Albuquerque, and they had this legendary fight where these two guys, two local fighters, fighting for all of it in one big fight. Well, this is very similar in this fashion because Cowboy, he's on the east side of the mountain. He's living in Edgewood. I'm Albuquerque, born and raised, native, and we're gonna throw down, and this is gonna be a New Mexico fight. I'm fighting for Albuquerque, he's fighting for Edgewood, and I have a lot of pride going into this fight. I put a lot of hard work in. This has been a long training camp. At the end of this training camp will be 90 days, about 90 days, a good 3 months of just hard work, sacrifice, dedication, and things are going good, man.
I was a bit surprised. What'd you think about? He's on a four fight lose skid, and then he had no contest. But they were against tough opponents. I'll give him that. I was a little surprised when he looked at this fight as like a highlight for himself. He seemed to have he gave you respect in regards to your past, saying that 10 years ago you were tough. Now it's going to be a highlight tape. How do you feel about that coming from Donald, considering he is kind of old too? He has been through the ringer. He's had more fights than you. And to say something like that to you, especially when you're winning, you've won a few of your last fights. I don't know, of your last 5, you won 2 or 3 of them. How do you feel about that when he says something like that to you? Does that motivate you, or do you think he's just promoting the fight, or do you think he really believes it? Because you're a hell of a fight.
Mike, I've already been motivated for this last fight because, like all the fighters who fight for so long, man, we have the ups, we have the downs. We make our mistakes. We take the shortcuts, and we do things that we shouldn't do, like being on your phone till fucking 11:30, 12 at night, scrolling, down to, waking up late and just being lazy sometimes. But for this fight, man, I was already motivated to really, truly just capture the inner champion in myself and put in a whole different level of discipline and sacrifice. I was already planning to do this for this last fight because my last showing in the UFC with Jake Matthews, to be honest with you, I saw what was happening with COVID, and I reached out to Dana White, and I was like, man, I need to get this last fight before, I don't even know if UFC is going to last through this COVID with other sports like NFL and NBA and Major League Baseball shutting down. I was like, man, UFC might shut down.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to get a last fight.
Yeah.
So I took a fight on 5 weeks notice. I jumped off the couch from, not training at all.
Yeah.
And I took a fight on 5 weeks notice, got in the best shape I could. I went out there, took a week of travel to Abu Dhabi, and I fought my best, and I didn't get finished. I went in there, I drew blood on Jake Matthews too. It wasn't my best performance, but I know that I can perform a lot better than that Jake Matthews fight. So with self-motivation for this last and final retirement fight, I was like, man, I gotta put everything I have into this last one. And with Cowboy talking all this mess that I'm not the legend and I'm just gonna be another highlight on his highlight reel. It added extra motivation for me to be like, all right, you want to take me lightly? Take me lightly, because I'm the wrong guy to do that. This is the wrong time to do this in my career.
Right.
Because honestly, I'm feeling better than I ever have. It's been 3 hard, long years working with Joshua Fabia on revamping my whole entire style, to learn how to defend myself and strike properly. But so no, man, I'm super excited for this Cowboy fight, and I'm motivated as hell, man. I want to go out there and kick his ass. I want to take it to him. I want to bring the fight to him. And when you are training for your retirement fight, you just take shit more seriously.
Yeah.
Because you know this is going to be your last time that you make the walk. This is going to be the last time your feet touch the canvas. This is the last time you're going to hear Bruce Buffer saying the nightmare. You know what I mean? Know this, you feel this, and it just brings a level of importance to what the task at hand. And man, for him to not take me seriously, maybe he is, I don't know, but I'm looking at him like a legend.
Yeah.
I think he is a legend.
Yeah, you both
and Cowboy, you are a legend, Cowboy. I respect you like a legend, and I know you are dangerous, and that is why I'm taking this fight camp so tremendously serious.
Yeah.
I have, it's been zero, anything for me, man.
Yeah.
I had a great match with Jake Shields.
Yeah.
And in high rollers, and my grappling is on. I've been working hard on my striking. I came down here to American Top Team, which is, in my opinion, the best team here in the United States for striking, for mixed martial arts, and I'm just working with a bunch of other legends, and I'm feeling great. Things are going good.